We have got breaking news. American student Amanda Knox has been found guilty of murder. The jury in Italy found Knox guilty of murdering her British roommate while studying abroad. For more, let me bring in criminal defense attorney Theodore Simon. Mr. Simon, appreciate your time tonight on this breaking story. Tell us, was this a hard case to try, or was this a prosecutor's dream? How complicated was this?
Yes, it was an extremely complicated case, and in fact, this news story is really on target and perhaps even ahead of the story. As you just said, this is breaking news. The court has just found her guilty and sentenced her to 26 years. I'm sure it's devastating to the family who's put their heart and soul in the case. And in fact, when one reviews the evidence objectively, one has to come away and wonder how this verdict was found in this way, because what we do know, this was a heinous murder, it was a brutal murder, and yet in the room where Amanda Kircher was found, there was no evidence whatsoever of Amanda Knox either on her body or in the room. That is, there was no DNA, there was no fiber, there was no fingerprint. There was simply no evidence whatsoever that linked Amanda Knox to the location of the body or the room. And, you know, this presents a significant hurdle in a case where the allegation was a gruesome struggle, murder that resulted in in a bloody killing. So that, on top of the fact is there was another defendant who was previously tried in a fast-track trial who was convicted, who admitted to being present, and all of the forensic evidence, including his DNA, prints, and fiber, as well as a palm print, his DNA on the bra, his cells found on her vagina. That's the deceased. I'm sorry to say that, but that was the case. And there was so much evidence that pointed to the other co-defendant, Rudy Goudet, that makes it even more unlikely that Amanda Knox was involved. So it's a crushing blow to the family. Obviously, the court took into consideration certain mitigation because they sentenced her to less time than they did to Rudy Goudet. So the question now is she has an opportunity to appeal to an appellate court that's composed of 8 individuals, 2 professional judges and 6 lay citizens, and thereafter can appeal to the Supreme Court of Italy. And finally, there is some further hope if she is not salvaged by her appeal, which is certainly a distinct possibility. There's the opportunity to come back on what's called an international prisoner transfer, and having significant experience in this area, it provides a great opportunity for a foreign national who's tried in a foreign court to come back and serve their time in their own country.
Mr. Simon, from listening to you, it doesn't sound like there was a lot of overwhelming evidence to convict Amanda Knox.
That's true.
The case for appeal, what are her chances, in your opinion?
Well, she does have a distinct opportunity for appeal. In Italy, a person has greater appellate and broader appellate rights than they might have if they were appealing a case in the U.S. So she has a distinct possibility of reversing the conviction, and I'm sure her family will continue to support her and proceed with that appeal.
Amanda Knox, breaking news tonight here on MSNBC. The United States student Amanda Knox has been sentenced to 26 years. Would that be a full 26 years if it was not an appeal, or is there a parole opportunity here?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Is there a parole opportunity here? Or
there are opportunities for early release with good time credit and the like. They do have that system in Italy. However, one would not want to do the full extent of this sentence.
Okay. Mr. Simon, thanks for your time tonight.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it very much.